Am I the asshole for giving my husband one day to return the bracelet that he took from his daughter's mom? It's a bit complicated, so bear with me. F34 have been with my husband M37 for 2 years. He has a 9-year-old daughter with his ex-wife, Nora, and the reason for the divorce was financial. But she told me he initiated after she got diagnosed with cancer. Now cancer has come back and I feel sorry for her because she's a decent woman overall. Due to treatment schedule, Nora only gets visitation with my stepdaughter for now. My husband drives my stepdaughter to see her mom 2 days a week. Yesterday he came home saying Nora wasn't home and he and my stepdaughter had to leave after waiting for an hour. He then went into the bedroom, stayed there for some time, then went out to visit his friend. I was cleaning the bedroom and found a gold bracelet that looked familiar. I realized it belonged to Nora as I'd seen her wear it before. I was confused. I waited till he got home to ask him about it. His reaction wasn't good. He lashed out and took it out of my hand saying I shouldn't touch his personal stuff. I said this wasn't his stuff, this is Nora's. I asked if he took this bracelet behind her back and he said no. Nora gave it to him so he could give it to their daughter once she's 20 in case something happens to Nora. I don't know why, but I didn't believe him. I told him I would call Nora to ask her, but he started yelling at me to stay out of his family business. We started arguing and I kept demanding he tell me how and why he got this bracelet. He refused to say anything first, then he admitted going into Nora's room and taking it while she was out. I told him thus wasn't okay, but he said this was his right after he spent money on her treatment before but never got his money back. I was shocked by this statement. They were married back then and he shouldn't expect to be repaid. I got mad and told him he has 1 day to return the bracelet or I'll tell Nora and let her involve the authorities if she had to, cause the bracelet looked heavy and pricey. He begged me to stay out of it but I refused. He said I was being malicious and should side with him, not threaten him, but I refused to negotiate anything, and I'm responsible for my word now. Nora is a decent woman who's struggling and I feel like she should know she can't trust her own daughter's father in her home after this. He said if I go through with this then this will ruin our relationship so badly, but I said I'm still standing by my word. Am I the asshole? Not the asshole. But you have been given a gift by getting a glimpse of your future. Is this what you want? Is this how you want to be treated if you get sick like his ex? Again, not the asshole. He's a cold-hearted asshole, a thief, and a liar. I'd also tell Nora to change her locks so he can't come in while she's out to steal things. This isn't the only thing he's taken, I guarantee it. Not the asshole. This is the hill, my friend. Do not back down. I don't even know how a relationship recovers from this. Not the asshole. You seem weirdly attached to the idea that this matter only concerns Nora and not you particularly. Your husband doesn't sound like a good person. He left a woman for financial reasons, right? She was diagnosed with an expensive life-threatening illness. Then he stole from her and lied to you about it. Why are you married to a person who would do that? What does this tell you about how he might treat you someday? You're married to a man who steals from a woman with cancer who is the mother of his child that he left because she got cancer. You want a relationship with this person? Not the asshole, obviously. 1. He stole from a cancer patient. 2. He thinks he is entitled to do so because he helped said person pay for treatment when they were married. 3. He expected to be paid back for the money he spent on his spouse's medical treatment. 4. He lied to you. 5. He thinks his illegal actions don't affect you. Why are you giving him 1 day? Call Nora and give the bracelet back. I would really reconsider that relationship because he is likely going to treat you the same way if you get sick. Not the asshole. Edit. Thanks for the silver. You say Nora is a decent woman, and I believe you. I believe you because, clearly, you are a decent woman. How the hell does a man who would steal from a cancer patient get 2 decent women to marry him? Not the asshole. But lock up anything of yours you don't want to lose. Not the asshole, but you've seen what kind of person your husband is. Why are you staying with him? Not the asshole. What kind of man divorces a woman for having cancer? Am I the asshole for getting my sister expelled from school? I, 14 male, recently got my twin sister, 14 female, expelled from school after reporting her for the bullying she did. I don't think I did anything wrong and my grandpa, 72 male, is on my side, but parents, 40 male and 40 female, think I betrayed sister. My sister has never been the nicest person. She got in trouble for bullying in elementary school and earlier in middle school, has gotten detention and ISS before, but this is the worst punishment she's gotten so far. She can be mean to our siblings and cousins too if she wants to. We are in 8th grade now. A few weeks ago, I was playing basketball outside during lunch, which we're allowed to do. Me and my friends were having a good time when we saw a boy crying on the grass. Me and my friends went to see what was wrong. This boy was telling us about how he was being bullied by a group of kids for being preppy, posts skincare routines on TikTok, Starbucks iced coffee. Generally seen as a more feminine male aesthetic, kids were calling him gay and the F-slur when he's not gay. We told him we thought he was cool. He started discussing skincare and fashion with us. We don't know much about it, so me and my friends were trying to talk about Nike and stuff about fashion we did know. Mostly sports stuff. And he actually knew quite a bit about it. Said he started taking courses at a local college about fashion history. He's also in 8th grade like us. After we calmed him down, we asked him if he wanted to play ball with us and we were amazed at how good he was. He said he's not really into sports but he was so naturally good. Had us playing our hardest and scored against a few of us when playing in teams. We encouraged him to potentially try out for the team in high school and he said he'd consider it. Over the few weeks, we've started to hang out with him more and more. We were at the park playing with him and he dropped his phone. One of my friends picked it up and unintentionally opened up the messages on Instagram since he got a notification for it. He saw someone text him homophobic stuff. The boy noticed my sister was one of the kids sending him the messages. We told him it wasn't okay and that we'd go to AP with him. My sister and her friends was called into the office and they all got in a bunch of trouble. It was her, 3 other girls and 2 other boys, one of which is her boyfriend. My sister was the ringleader and the cruelest, so she got the harshest punishment and was expelled. My mother and father said I shouldn't have gone to AP and instead talked to them. My grandfather has a different perspective since he was involved in progressive activist groups in his teen years and college years, and while he's straight, he saw his gay friends get bullied and was horrified about what she was doing, even though it was to a straight boy. My sister is calling me an asshole, a snitch, and says she hates me. My friends are reassuring me we did the right thing. Not the asshole. I think you did your sister a long-term favor. If she never has any consequences, how will she learn? If your parents always coddle those behaviors, she won't see a reason to change. Even now, it seems like she has no regard for the person she hurt. She's only mad that she is in trouble. You did the right thing. Not the asshole. Maybe someday your sister will stop her bullying. She deserves every day that she was expelled. Your parents should be dealing with her too. Sister didn't start bullying in a vacuum. I'm sure that all the people she has bullied are relieved to see her gone. I hope your parents are overseeing her electronics, if they haven't removed them. Not the asshole. Your sister sucks and she should be punished. Betrayal? How about she learns how to be a decent human being? Sounds like she's only mad because she got caught and is in trouble. Does she show any remorse to the person she hurt? Your sister has been doing this a long time and she hasn't changed. Your parents obviously didn't solve anything from the past, so what good would it do to just tell them anyway? Stand proud for what you did. We need more people like you in the world. You and your friends are good kids. You saw someone hurting and offered them comfort. You validated him for who he is. You saw a situation that was too big for you to handle and turned to the adults in your life that you felt would help. Not the asshole. I'm very, very proud of you. And I hope your sister learns from your example. ETA. Thanks for all the awards and whatnot, folks. Wanted to take a moment to say this. Respect and listen to kids. They know more than you think. Your sister is mad at you and calling you a snitch? Maybe she shouldn't have been a bully. Not the asshole. Also, huge props to you and your friends for not only talking to him but including him in your group even though he has different interests. Not everyone at your age would do that. Not the asshole. Thank you for being a good person and standing up against your sister. If she doesn't learn now that there are consequences to your actions, then when will she? I'm wondering what your parents would have done if you'd have told them, because clearly it's a pattern and they aware of it but not attempting to rectify the behavior. Good for you, op, you could have saved someone's life. Not the asshole. It's fantastic that you and your friends stand up for others and don't tolerate homophobic slurs. Your parents should be proud to have raised someone so kind. They're lost that they're not. Not the asshole. Tell me if I'm missing something. Even if you hadn't gone to admin, the rest of the group would have, and the outcome would be the same. Right? End of conversation, in my opinion. I think you're correct morally, as well, but from a simple, practical point of view, it doesn't even make sense to be mad at you in the first place. IDK how to say it without using a legal term, but you are not the cause in fact, her expulsion. Am I the asshole for not giving up my annual leave slots up for my colleague with children? I am not sure about other companies, but in the company I work for and in my department, when more than 2 people apply for the same leave slots, we decide who gets the slot by drawing lots. So this year, I got the slot of my choice, hooray! We do this at the start of every year. The past 2 years has been really mentally and physically exhausting for me, and I am looking forward to spending some quality time with my family and friends overseas in June where it is holiday season in my country. The problem is that another colleague that chose the same leave slot as mine and did not get it has been possessively dropping hints that I should give up the slot as she has to spend time with her husband and 4 children. An example would be when we are having lunch, she would sit uncomfortably close to me and show me her children's pictures and talk about how she wants to bring them overseas and blah blah blah. Another time, she was in a foul mood for God knows what reason, looks at me, frowns and starts saying stuff like, "You don't even have any children, so why do you need that slot?" Eventually I had enough of being nice and told her that I won the ballot fair and square. That if she feels unhappy about it, to go HR and complain about it, which she obviously won't cause it makes her look petty AF. Now she is going around bad-mouthing about me to all my other colleagues and still pestering. It's been 4 months already, my God. Me, which has taken my irritation to another level. Was I really the asshole here? Should I write her up to HR for harassment? Edit. Spelling mistakes. Clarification. I see many of you saying that the balloting system leaves a sour feeling in those who didn't win. But we have no choice as we are essential workers and we cannot have too many people on leave at the same time. Not the asshole. Already said it on another post, we need to stop this movement. That people with kids get anything they want and have priority on everything. No. We, child-free people, have lives too. Edit. Thanks for the awards. Stay strong grin. Not the asshole. I would contact HR about this. Not having kids doesn't make your time less valuable. Nor does it mean that you don't have family. Not the asshole. Her family, holiday plans aren't more important than yours. Consider. 1. Directly ask her to stop pestering you and respect that you have vacation plans too. Let her know that if she continues to bother you, you will speak to HR. 3. If she does continue, write her up to HR. Not the asshole. I hate how the only valid family to some people is spouse plus kids, as if you hatched from an egg. Your need to spend time with your loved ones, as well as getting away from work to decompress, is every bit as valid as your colleagues. If you two share a supervisor, talk to the supervisor about what's going on because this is ridiculous. If you don't, talk to HR and loop in your supervisor so they're aware too. Enjoy your vacation guilt-free, op. Not the asshole. Contact hour. It was her choice to have children and no one's fault that you got approved for time she wanted. Not the asshole. Report her for harassment to HR. You did nothing wrong, and you followed the rules. Not the asshole. She chose to have kids and her kids are not your problem. You won the ballot. Not the asshole. Having no children does not mean you have to cater to those that do. Am I the asshole for reporting the pizza delivery guy for sliding a note under my girlfriend's door? Situation. I, M28, was spending the weekend with my girlfriend at her place. We decided to order some pizza and she ordered from her usual restaurant. When the delivery guy arrived, I opened the door and he looked at me confused, then proceeded to ask where girlfriend's name was. I said, "Excuse me," and asked why he was asking and he said nothing. It was just that he's used to deliver pizza to her and this is the first he saw me so he thought she moved. I told him she was busy, then took the pizza and gave him money, and while I was turning I saw him still standing. I asked how can I help and he said, "Don't mind me, I'm just standing here waiting." I told him he shouldn't keep standing outside like that and he rudely said it wasn't my property. I got angry but didn't want to escalate, so I said this wasn't public property and he should leave. I then went inside and shut the door. 10 minutes later, I caught a note getting slid under the door. I went to look and opened the door and saw the pizza guy going downstairs. I stopped him immediately and then read what the note said. He kept calling my girlfriend with her name and said that he was worried about her and how sad he was that he didn't see her this time. I asked if he left this note just to confirm, then told him I'd report him to his boss for this behavior. He said this wasn't for me and I'm not the owner of this place, so it was none of my business. We argued loud enough for my girlfriend to come out. I told her what he did and she told me to leave it alone and go back inside. I said all right then, but soon as I walked in I called his workplace and wanted to speak to the manager. I told him what that guy did and he promised to take care of it and said that he won't working for them anymore. Don't know if he was just telling me what I wanted to heat, but when I told my girlfriend, she got mad saying I shouldn't have done this and escalated by getting the dude fired. I asked if she was okay with what he did and she said no, but now she can no longer order from this restaurant as they block any customer that complains. I said maybe good riddance then? She said I overreacted and had no right to do this when it's not even my apartment. I didn't know what to say, but she completely shut down and refused to talk to me except to say I'm being too insecure and petty. Edit, something else is going on? I don't know, but from his attitude it did seem like he knew her well enough to act this comfortably. I tried to talk to him, like asking if I could help, but he shut me down completely, acting like I'm not even there. I wanted to get more clarification from my girlfriend, but she refused and I didn't want to pressure her. Also, I doubt that the guy lost his job and also doubt my girlfriend was blocked as a customer. As for the note, it was him addressing her directly, saying he's worried and that he was sad he didn't get to see her. Info: am I the only one that wants to know what he wrote on the note? Not the asshole, I am a pizza delivery driver, maker. He was way out of bounds. And super creepy that he interacts with regulars that way. I am always nice and chit-chat. But I never stay longer than a minute or so after the transaction. I'm on the clock and have deliveries to make. I'll see you next delivery. Not the asshole. People. Men need to call out other men when they're being creeps. Also people. Wow, I honestly can't believe you did that. How dare you? Anyone saying you are the asshole or everyone sucks here is actually stupid. He's a pizza man, he takes the pizza, goes to the address, hands off pizza, collects money. Anything beyond that is creepy and out of line. Not the asshole. He crossed a line with the note. Friendly banter with the delivery guy doesn't make you a friend, and he shouldn't have acted like a jealous stalker. Girlfriend needs to recognize that his behavior was scary. This person knows where she lives. I hope this is the last you see of him, and him getting fired doesn't make things worse. He promised to take care of it and said that he won't working for them anymore. No investigation or anything? Just a random guy calls and complains and the manager just instantly fires him and tells the random person on the phone that too? More information needed. Why was he so worried about her? Could he hear yelling and screaming as he approached the door? Were your knuckles bloody and your arm scratched? Why wasn't she answering the door herself? Was her face swollen and her neck bruised? I'm asking because you really overreacted, even if he was being a little weird. Which makes you sound controlling and aggressive. Which makes me wonder if the delivery guy was right to worry. Not the asshole. Dude's a creep. Had a DoorDash delivery once from what was supposed to be a woman, but turned out to be a man. Everything was fine until he texted my wife's phone after he left saying, "Hey, this is Calvin, the guy that just delivered your food. I don't know your situation and I normally wouldn't do this, but I felt something as we are both at the door there. Anyway, if you want you can text me at phone number."